says that this lie that they kept saying over and over has began to forge more enemies than you have friends. And God says that inside of this hour, I am going to reduce the armies of your enemies that have been spreading lies against you and deceit against you. He said, I am going to reduce them and I'm going to bring them to naught, says the living God. And he's saying that these lies that have been hindering you, I am going to turn them over back to Satan, but I'm going to give you something for your good in the place of it. And I'm seeing where God is saying that lost treasures will be found simply because you endured the lying spirit. God says that even now, he said, you will not allow, God says, I won't allow myself to be mocked by this lying spirit that has hit the earth, that has hit people, that has stopped you from going forward. He's saying that if you've been lying, if you've been in the level of deceit, the people that's been around you, he's saying that I'm going to start to bring them down, and I'm going to bring your name up. I'm going to bring down everyone that has said bad things against you, everyone that has spoken against you, especially those that are high-ranking officials in the spirit. Since we're high-ranking spiritual people have decided to speak against you, high-level witches have decided to speak against you because they didn't like what they saw in your eyes. But God says that I am going to bring the lies to an end. I am going to expressly prepare a table in front of you and in front of your enemies. They are going to wish they had never spoken against you, says the Spirit of the living God. I see these people that are liars like Pharaoh. And God says that you had been running from the lies because Pharaoh had a large army of liars against you. And he's saying that you had been running, but I gave you a way of escape right through the ocean. And God says that even right now, what I'm going to begin to do is I'm going to close up the ocean on every lying spirit that came against you, every lying person that came against you, every person that decided that they don't want to tell the truth about you, because I gave them a choice. God says I gave them a choice. I came to them and I spoke to them and I told them, if you have a choice. Either you're going to rebuke what you said, or you're going to say the right thing, or you're going to get it right, or you're going to leave it alone. And because they didn't leave it alone and they didn't refute it, God says I'm going to cover them in the water. I'm going to shut it down. And you're going to see where the whole army that Pharaoh had is going to be to naught. He says that I'm going to raise up a new flag for you. I'm raising up new insignia for you. I am going to teach you how to tell the truth and dispel lies. I'm going to teach you how to destroy lies. Lies are of the enemy, and they are enemy spirits. And God says that even the lying spirit will carry a spirit of death over a whole nation and over a whole territory. God says that I am going to begin to rid the spirit of lies from this city. God says that I am going to cover this city with my glory, and everyone that resides in this city that has been dealing inside of that undercurrent of lie and witchcraft, I am going to erase. And I am going to cause a new flag to raise up. I'm going to cause a new generation of power people to raise up. I'm going to cause a new generation of generals to raise up. And I see where God is sending arrowmen, marksmen to stand on the gap and begin to shoot liars down, because they'll continue to try to go into the camp. But God says that I'm creating a defense for all those people that would try to lie against you, and all those spirits that would try to manipulate and show themselves to be something different other than a simple lying spirit. Some of us, we've been dealing with spirits of perversion because we've been lied to. We've been dealing with spirits of hurt and pain because we've been lied to. We've been dealing with spirits of old and remnant punches because we've been lied to. And God says that even those that were called to do a certain work, people told you that you were called to do a certain work but did not lay hands on you. They did not do what they called you that you were called to do. He's saying that I am going to change that whole thing around. I'm mending the tent. I'm mending your anointing. I'm mending your mantle. I'm changing everything around for your good. Why? Because you've chosen me over and over. Even through persecution, you've chosen me. Even through when people put you through, you chose me. Even when you didn't have money, you chose me. Even when I told Satan to come and take the little things from you, you chose me. And God says, because you've chosen me, I am going to release a wealth like never before. Just as Job got his release, you are going to be released into the fourfold measure. He got double what I gave him, but I am going to give you fourfold what you need to have. God is saying that you won't have to worry, and you won't have to permeate with this whole worrying spirit and scared of the bill spirit. And I just kind of see it where the bill is due, but I'm scared that I'm not going to make it happen. God says that I am going to make it happen for you. Walk by faith and not by sight. Watch me send the money to you. Watch me send people to you to go ahead and just bless you right on time.